So guys, now we are going to talk about list of subnets, right? And the IP range. Because, sorry, Paulina, when I'm gonna bring you like in front here, you are going to go mad. Okay? We are going to see how to determine those subnets. Number one, and what are the IPs that are going to be available on every subnet. You are going to go to this department, you say, okay, marketing department, this is your subnet, right? And distribute to computers, right? This is the job that you're gonna do now. I'm gonna pick up a easy one, not easy, but something that's gonna be fast. I'm gonna take a class C, right? We're gonna create those subnets and we are going to list them and we are going to see the IP addresses that you can use on that particular range, all right? So let's say you got this IP from one of your provider and you have your sub. I cannot even write the subnet mask like this. Let me change my way of writing. You can use the prefix line /20. When you see /25 means what? There are how many ones? There are 25. When you see /27, you must say 1, 1, 1. You must count them. The ones are 27, right? And you can convert those 27 ones to binary. You will know which subnet mask they are talking about. Now, what we're gonna do from here, right? Let's say we want 6 subnets. Very important. According to the requirement of the business, right? We want 6 subnets, right? So we go back to our formula. 2 to the power of n must be what? 6. Or over 6. When we pick up 2, it's going to be less than 6. We can pick up which number? 3. So our n is going to be what number? 3. So we are going to borrow 3 bits, right? Are you with me?
What did you get that view?
Because 2 to the power of 3 is going to be 8, and 8 is over than 6, so it's better to go for 3. Because if you put 2, you're going to get 4, and 4 is less than 6. Yeah? So let's pick up 3, because we want to get a number that's going to be more than 6 or equal to 6. Any number that comes like more than 6 or 6. Now we know that we have 3, right? 3 bits. According to our subnet, right? It's 255.255, 255.255.255.000345678, right? You have to put, because this one we know already, they are ones and ones. You cannot touch them, you can or not. Sometimes you have to make things shorter, right? Now from here, you check what? Your 3 bits, they are here. So you're gonna replace them by 3 ones. You wipe them, you replace by what? 1, 1, 1. Right? Now this one must be converted in binary, just for you to know your new subnet mask. It's gonna be 128 plus 64 plus 30. You cannot carry on because they are zeros. You can cancel them here. So it's gonna be.
Should you always start at 128?
Yeah, you cannot go over. It's always 128, right? Now it's gonna be which number? 128 plus 64 plus 32. Which number, please? First. 224, eh? Yeah, I know. This is the way you are memorizing numbers of these guys that you are meeting when you are going by the mall. Just, okay, tell me your number, 093, okay. 1, you see? So your new subnet is what? 255.255.224. This is going to be the new subnet of those 6 departments. But what are those departments? Right? Before even moving there, right, we have to know how many IPs for every subnet. How many zeros are here?
5.
So, number of IPs or hosts is 2 to the power of 5 because of 5 zeros. So for every department, you are going only to have 32 IPs, not more than 32, according to 5 zeros. 2 to the power of 5, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 32. Remember again, beside those 32, you can only use 30. There are 2 that you cannot use, right? But we're going to talk about it later on. Now, because we know that we have 6 subnets, we know the number of IPs. Now let's try to list those subnets, right? Do you understand, guys? We're gonna list now down. You see there are 6 networks, 6 departments. Now they're gonna ask you, okay, you said that we're gonna have 6 departments. For every department you said is 32 IP. Okay, tell me now, what are those IPs? Those 6 IPs? Those smaller networks, what are them? You have to be able to list them down. Very easy for me, you know them already. You know them. What you're gonna do, you have to pick up which number? The last one. So how many IPs? 32. So your first IP gonna be what? You start from here, right? So first subnet. Let's write it down. Subnet 1 for the right, or maybe it's marketing. You said what? It's 192.168.10. No. Okay, dot 10 dot what? You replace 0, you put what? 32. Right? You put 32. You replace where there is dot 0 by what? What is the subnet mask? You know your subnet mask for this IP. Dot what? This is your first network. Now we're going to move to the next network. Right? The next subnet, right? You see that they are easy now, eh? It's 192.168.10. You're going to do what? 32 plus 32. So for every new network, you are incrementing by 32. Easy. 32 plus 32, 60. You know, they are using the same subnet. So it's 255.224. You are done with the next network. You cannot see properly? Yeah? You said?
Subnet mark is incorrect.
Which one? Oh, yeah. Yeah. My cameraman can see, yeah? So he's recording and he can watch properly, yeah? He knows what we are doing, yeah? Now we're going to move to subnetwork number 3. I'm going to just say S3. Subnetwork number 3. You have to increment. You always increment by what? By 32 number of IPs. It's here because it's class C. We are touching the last octave. So from where you stopped, dot 10 dot 120.
96.
No, 64 plus 64 is 128.
Aren't you increasing by 32?
Oh, by 32. It is 90. No, I was listening like 190. That I went crazy. Thank you. And 224. Alright? Now we're gonna move where? To subnet number 4. Right? That's gonna be, thank you, 192.168.10.96 plus 32. That's gonna be what?
128.
Thank you. You put your own, your favorite, huh? I know your men like it. Okay. Now, subnet number 5. Subnet number 5. We're gonna increase again 32. Dot 10 dot what?
16.
Thank you. Now, the last time, because we want 6 subnet. Subnet number 6, the last one. So it's gonna be 192 plus 168 dot 10 dot what?
192.
Thank you. 192.168.10.192 and your new subnet mask and 224. Those are the list of all the IPs. No, the list of all the subnets. So you're gonna tell your technician, okay, for this marketing department, they can use this network. This other department, this is their network. This other one, this is. Those are the 6 networks. 6 IPs for different departments. What are the IP range now? The IPs are going to be what? Like here, don't give 32, because 32 is a network, right? Like from this case, right? Let's say for this subnet 1, you cannot use .32, you cannot give it to computers. The first IP, don't give it to compute, because it's a network IP. It's the one that identifies your family. So .32, first IP and the last, don't give it to what? To devices, right? So, like here, the first one is .30. Let me write it down. Can I wipe one of the subnets? So, like this one or? Okay, let me wipe the 2, this one. Let's take this case, right? First IP is what? It's .30, .32. .32 is a network ID. Don't use it. Right? And the last one gonna be what? Hey, you remember the last second subnet is 64. Right? Means that the last for that one is 63. You remember? Yes. Subnet 1 is .32. Subnet 2 is .60. Means the last is 60. So .63, don't use it. Also, it's broadcast. You remember? This network will start from what? From 32 up to 63. The next one started from where? From 64 up to 90. So this one is the network ID. This .63 is a broadcast. So when now they're asking you for IP range, what are the IPs that you can give to your computers? Right? You're gonna start from where? 33, 34, right? 192.168.10.83, .34, .86, .87. So up to data. So from 33 up to 60. Right? So the computers are going to have what? 192.168.10.83, 192.168.10.34, 192.168.10. Up to which number? 62. Because 63 is a broadcast for talking to all the devices at the same time. You cannot move to 64 because 64 is another network.
Where did you get 63?
No. You see the first network start from where?
32.
Subnet 2
64.
start from where?
64.
Right?
Yeah.
So means that the IPs are moving from 32 to 63 for the for this network. You cannot go over. Right? Yeah. The same as that one, you remember the dot 0? Dot 02. You can go from 0 to 31. Right? You remember? So this is how you can split your networks. I know it's still a bit hectic, but I'm going to give another exercise. We're going to practice until you're going to check. I'm going to come to everybody, check your IP range. When you got difficulties, I will explain, and I will stop this chapter from here. There is one left, but that is not very important for you according to your level. It's not relevant. That one we did already. We started from far when it comes to IPs, and we are going to land here. And the only things left is us to replicate another exercise. Right? Now pick up your class C, pick up your number of hosts, and do your own way, because if I'm giving you one, sometimes you can copy. Take your class C, subnet mask, 24, your own number of hosts, your own number of subnets, and try to find, list all your subnets down, and try to show the IP range. Everybody, not two people, same thing. You can go for 20 subnets. You can go for 30 subnets. You can go for 100 subnets. You can go for 200. But class C, the maximum number is 256. So don't take 500 when you are dealing with class C. It's not going to work. Okay, guys. Please, Solomon, thank you very much.